If you're wondering whether a specific course of GMAT prep is good enough for you, then you might want to change the way that you're thinking about this. Many students will see advertisements or get recommendations from their friends and ask themselves, is this the right thing for me? It's a really important question, and ultimately it's going to come down to three factors. Does this specific course of study fit within your budget? Does it fit within your desired timeline? And does it fit your optimal learning style? First, let's talk about budget. Some of you are going to be in a position where you just can't afford to invest in this at all, and you have to get this done for free. Now, the bad news there is it's probably going to take a long time, but the good news there is it's absolutely possible to get your dream GMAT score for free, but you're going to need a lot of grit and perseverance, and it's probably not going to be the most comfortable experience unless you're already very, very close to your goal score to start. If you're not sure what your budget should be, then you should do a quick return on investment calculation. Look at your desired MBA program's average exit salary, subtract your current earnings, and then multiply that difference over how many years you plan to work. That's going to be a huge underestimate for most of you, but it'll get you going with a total return on capital that's at least reasonable to expect. Then you can take the tuition of that program and add in the lost wages that you will not be earning if you go to a full-time degree. For most people, the total return is going to be somewhere in the $3 million range, and the total investment is going to be somewhere between $200,000 and $400,000. Obviously, those are big numbers, but if you ask yourself, would I give someone $400,000 if they were going to give me $3 million back and there was a 99.9% certainty that I was going to get the money, would I take that bet? Obviously, there's many other reasons to go to MBA programs, but we're talking just the purely financial part of this investment decision. That'll help you figure out what a reasonable budget is for you for GMAT prep. If you're not sure how long you can tolerate studying or what your desired timeline should look like, then you should definitely check out our podcast titled How Long Will It Take Me to Reach My Dream GMAT Score? It's the second episode that we ever published. In terms of learning style, you'll want to think about whether you are best as a self-paced learner or whether you want some structure or maybe even a live teacher to help you out. For most people, if you're going the free route, that's going to be video-based lessons like YouTube and written-based lessons, maybe posts on GMAT Club from people who are mapping out free study plans. If you're more into reading and you're not going to resonate with a video-based program, then you might want to look into some high-quality printed materials. Now, there's a lot of different printed materials out there, and some are great for certain people and bad for other people. So just shoot us a quick DM if you're not sure what printed materials you should be using, but you know you should be using printed materials just based on your academic history. There are also paid video-based classes, and these give you a lot of structure that you probably won't get with free study programs. And some of you also might benefit from the accountability of knowing that you're investing money into it, which might be extra motivation to study. We also have live instruction courses. These tend to be a little bit more expensive, but you get a live person whom you can ask questions to in real time, and maybe the additional accountability of having a set day that you need to study every single week and a set day that your homework will be due. Now, the top of this cost sphere would be one-on-one help, and in a perfect world, everyone would find the best GMAT tutor ever and work with that person and have a completely customized program to his or her specific goals. That's not always practical for people, but if you can afford it, that's almost certainly going to be the fastest route to your goal. If you have questions about specific name brand programs and whether they're a fit for your situation, and what I just walked you through is not enough for you to make a good decision, feel free to shoot us a message and we'll be happy to help.